Welcome to TTV with the weekly roundup of the most important news from Mauritania. I'm Najah Taha. The Public Prosecutor's Office in Western Nouakchott issued a statement clarifying the health status of former President Mohamed Ould Abdelaziz amid circulating conflicting reports. The statement confirmed that, following an official request, the attending cardiologist reported that Abdelaziz underwent a successful coronary angioplasty on June 12 with one stent implanted and was discharged in stable condition after 48 hours. The medical report attached to the statement constitutes the official and verified account of his health. The prosecutor's office reiterated its commitment to transparency and the public's right to access reliable information. Mauritania's Ministry of Fisheries announced the end of the biological fishing suspension effective July 1, 2025, under Decree number 0445. According to the June 20th statement, fishing activities will resume gradually based on scientific and environmental considerations and in line with recommendations from the Oceanographic and Fisheries Research Institute. Traditional cephalopod fishing resumes June 27th, coastal fishing June 30th, shrimp trawling July 1st, and deep-sea trawling July 6th. The ministry urged stakeholders to strictly comply with accompanying regulations to ensure the sustainability of marine resources. Prime Minister Mukhtar Ould issued a directive halting all unlawful recruitment and contracting in public institutions. The directive cited financial burdens and the exclusion of qualified candidates due to lack of transparency. It emphasized President Ghazouani's mandate to reform administrative practices and ensure fairness in public employment. All future hiring must meet actual needs, comply with legal frameworks, and follow merit-based criteria. Oversight bodies were urged to rigorously monitor violations and hold those responsible fully accountable. The World Bank praised Mauritania's macroeconomic stability despite a slowdown in GDP growth to 5.2% in 2024, attributing the decline to reduced extractive output and weak public consumption. The latest economic update highlighted Mauritania's outperformance relative to regional averages, noting successful inflation control and fiscal discipline. The report commended progress in social protection reforms, particularly in the Takaful cash transfer program and the National Social Registry. It recommended enhancing targeting mechanisms, expanding economic inclusion programs, and investing mineral revenues into diversified productive sectors to foster inclusive, sustainable growth. According to the 2025 Global Peace Index by the Institute for Economics and Peace, Sub-Saharan Africa has become the world's most conflict-ridden region. Over half the assessed countries saw deteriorating militarization indicators, with rising defense budgets and declining peace-building efforts. Global attention remains fixated on Ukraine and the Middle East, sidelining African conflicts. The report warned of escalating violence in the DRC, South Sudan, Ethiopia, and Burkina Faso, where conditions for conflict are ripe. It also noted increasing cross-border military involvement by Rwanda, Nigeria, and Ghana, alongside a pivot towards alliance with Russia and China amid waning Western influence. The president of the Islamic Development Bank, on behalf of the Arab Coordination Group, announced a $2 billion funding package to support development in Mauritania from 2026 to 2030. A robust coordination mechanism between Mauritania and the ACG was approved to monitor projects' implementation and address bottlenecks. This unprecedented commitment reflects growing confidence in Mauritania's partnership with development institutions. The announcement was made during the Vienna 2025 roundtable announced by the OPEC Fund for International Development and attended by key Arab and international financial stakeholders. The Spanish government, through EU funding, allocated nearly 500,000 euros to a Mauritanian company to equip 2 centers for temporarily housing irregular migrants. Most of these migrants arrived from Mali en route to Europe via the Atlantic, making Mauritania a critical transit point. The funding sparked controversy in Spanish media, where critics argued the taxpayers are paying twice, once to manage migration within Spain and again to fund containment efforts in transit countries like Mauritania. End of the news roundup. Follow our digital platforms or visit our website www.taqadumi.mr.